Hi, Michael Thibault here, Done For You Marketing Systems. Thanks so much for stopping by this week for this week's edition of Mike's Marketing Minutes. You might be saying to yourself, why the heck is he wearing a chef coat, right? So, as you know, I used to own restaurants back in the day. So I had 6 different restaurants with different concepts. And the reason I'm wearing my chef coat today is not that I'm working in the kitchen, but I get this question a lot. Obviously, we're in some pretty challenging times right now with COVID and the pandemic. A lot of businesses have restrictions on them, you know, be it auto repair, retail, restaurants. So I had an interesting conversation with one of our clients, and they were like, Mike, what if you started a restaurant in the middle of a pandemic? What would you do? How would you drive sales? How would you get business? Great question, right? And I actually have it was coming from a client who's actually buying a restaurant, so he's going to be opening a new restaurant. Can you imagine? Right in the middle of a pandemic, right? No better time to get a great deal on buying a second business or a property as right now. So he's asking me, how do you think I should go about this? Okay, so I thought, well, this would be some great information for anybody. So we break it down into 2 separate scenarios, right? One is attracting new customers. 2, get your existing customers to come back more often, spending more money. So this first video for this week, we're going to cover how to attract new customers, right? So you're starting a new business. Obviously, you don't have an existing list, or if you have a list from a previous business owner, if the business was operating, I would definitely use that list. Or you can buy a list, and I would recommend buying a list for direct mail, not for email. That's called spam. Now, there's a way to do that by using a third party who has permission from individuals that agreed to get promotional emails from other businesses, but that's a whole other video. I'm not going to get into that right now. So what I'm talking about is, so you start a new business from scratch, and it's applicable if you have a new business, or if you don't have a complete new customer acquisition campaign and funnel, this is going to work. Okay, so basically we're going to start off, and we're going to go online first. Okay, so there's online, there's offline. So online, you definitely want to start and make sure you have a website, right? That's kind of the foundation of your online marketing. Now, there's a bunch of things that have to go with your website. You want to make sure that your website is mobile friendly, that there's a call to action, that all the necessary information is dependent on what type of business you have is in there, and that Google likes it, because if Google doesn't like it, it's not going to show it. So there's a whole, different program that you need to adhere to get your website shown by Google and get to show up on that first page, because everybody wants it on the first page. So I'll give you a couple of tips and tricks on how to do that. Number 1 is your Google business listing, okay? If you don't have that claimed, please claim that today. Do that right now. If you need help with that, call our office. But your Google business listing is kind of like your Yellow Page listing, right? Remember those big Yellow Page books? Back in the day, I actually sold Yellow Pages when I was 19 years old. So Google business listing is like your Yellow Page listing. But here's the thing, more people look at this than they used to back in the day for Yellow Pages. So if you don't know what that is, Google it and fill it out, claim it, optimize it, and if you sign up for a discovery session below, my staff of professionals will be more than happy to tell you how to optimize that so Google will show your website to your new potential customers. Also, you want to start promoting, answering, and getting reviews, right? Because that's called social proof. All right, back in the day, you would ask a person, hey, did you try this new restaurant? Is this auto repair shop any good? What about this doctor, this attorney, right? People don't do that anymore. They still get face-to-face recommendations, but it's a lot easier for them to go on their phone and see what other people are saying about your business. So you're going to want to claim, optimize, and attract more reviews, and make sure you answer those reviews. That's going to help push you up your website so people can find you online. So reviews, Google business listing. The third leg for this foundation for your website is social media. Okay, you're going to want to set up a social media page. You're going to want to make some posts. You're going to want to drive traffic. You're going to want to get reviews to that. Social media is very important because it's a great media for you to communicate back and forth, get a two-way conversation going with your customers. And your new customers will see that when they Google your business. So social media is very important. You want to do posting, magic number, 3 to 5 posts a week, depending. If you have something interesting to say, go ahead and post it. If you don't, it's just called white noise, right? So this is kind of my 3-step formula along with your website. If you're starting a new business, or this is an awesome online new customer strategy. So this video is getting a little long. We'll do print new customer acquisition in a couple of days, and then we'll get into getting your existing customers come back more often, what that looks like online and print. And I'll give you some examples so you can take a look at good pieces and not so good pieces, so you know what you're doing when it comes to your marketing. If you need any help at all with any one of these new customer acquisition strategies for your business, simply click the button below, jump on a discovery call with one of our marketing professionals that are in our office that work with clients in your industry every single day driving new customers. Just click the button below and we'll do a complete analysis of your existing online new customer acquisition marketing strategy. Tell you what we think. If you need a little help with something, we'll steer you in the right direction. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching the video this week, and I'll see you next week on Mike's Marketing Minutes.